This week on MotoMan, I find the intersection of technology and tradition. Change or tradition? How do you balance? In today's world, do you do the in vogue thing and embrace change? Or do you simply do things the way your father's been doing them? Let's meet a family that's been doing both for over 100 years.
Good morning, MotoMan.
Thanks for having us at your fantastic facility.
Well,
here.
thanks for coming all this way.
So, I have to say, I gotta be honest here, I have been following your cars for a while.
Good.
Been a big fan.
100 years?
I'd like to say 100 years. It means I started in this business a long, long time ago. But I understand you guys have had a big anniversary over the past year.
Well, we celebrated our 100th centenary
Yeah.
last year. And all credit to our workforce for being able to be successful in such a competitive industry.
So give me an idea, what is the correlation from the three-wheeler with a Peugeot engine hanging off the front to say your Supersports today?
Right, it is that lightweight is everything. And if you can achieve a high power to weight ratio, then you have a car that's really good fun to drive. And for me, fun to drive is sitting there, looking down a long bonnet, seeing the sunlight glint off the louvers, actually aiming the car as it goes down the road. In the old days, it used to be called driving by the seat of your pants. And I suppose that's what we really still like to do.
I still kind of do it.
Albeit, you know, combined with modern technology, automatic gearboxes with sport control, so you can just bang the gearbox through into a different gear, and that kind of thing. I mean, the third thing, I think, to be honest, is the fact that we coach build cars. And that, if you like, means that we finish everything by hand. We assemble by hand. So we can perhaps put a little more care and attention into that final assembly and into that final actual package of the car itself. And that allows us, if you like, to make a car that's perhaps slightly more interesting to look at than something which has to be put together by either robots or by mechanized means.
Here's a unique instance where you guys control 100% of the company. Like where Ford, they share ownership with a lot of people on the stock market.
Well, Morgan have been very modest always, and I think that protected us enormously in the last couple of years, if you like, through this very, very difficult recession. Whereas, in fact, I think I can honestly say that we made more cars in 2009 than we made in 2008.
Wow.
May have only been 30, but we still made more cars, and most people were about 40% to 60% down in volume.
And give me an idea of what's volume for Morgan motor cars.
Well, we're going to make 850 cars this year.
Okay.
And then we have 3 new models coming out in the next 2 years. Now, MotoMan, I understand you've had some experience in a car factory. You've even worked on the line.
As a matter of fact, I have with one of your partners. I worked as an intern at BMW while I was in college.
Excellent, excellent. In that case, why don't you go and have a look at our factory and then come back and give me some hints as to how I can improve my manufacturing system?
I will be happy to do that. So I came out here and I wanted to find out how you guys build these cars. So where does one start?
We start with this, which is our Z-section chassis. This is the beginning of the life of a traditional Morgan. One chassis, we'll then 4.4 plus 4 V6, 4-seater, 2-seater.
So to clarify here, these are made out of steel.
Yeah.
So what's the common misnomer about Morgans that's wood?
A lot of people believe that we build them on a wooden chassis.
Okay.
Nearly caught me out then. But no, we've always built on a steel chassis. Okay. It's only an ash frame that the barrel's mounted on.
And where do we go from here?
We'll go into the chassis shop and we'll set it up on the trestles and then we'll start building the car.
Okay, let's do that. So what happens now?
Well, we have one guy who will build this car from start to finish to a rolling chassis stage that you see there. We have a build book which goes with every car. So we have the chassis number, the model, specification being bumpers as opposed to overriders, the dealer's name, and then the customer's name. First thing we'll do, we'll put right hand here, just to remind the guys when they're setting all the pedals up, they're building a right hand.
So a right hook, a left hook, it's to start the same chassis?
It's all the same chassis. We have the holes already in for each side.
There you go, universal.
Standardise it. This side here, we'll right on here, right hand, +4, bump. We'll also write the spec of the wheels on here so we know that they're stainless steel, 6 inch. Do you want to write the chassis number on that back side for me?
Absolutely, let me give that a whirl.
All we need is the K and then the last 4 digits.
K,
42.
4, 2, 7, 6. I even gave you a fancy 7 there. So what's my next job?
Okay, that's the front leveled.
Okay.
You can rest that down now.
Oh, so this can just hang out here.
Leave that hanging, that's fine.
Got it.
If you wanted to go on the other side, we're going to line up.
Line it up into the engine
We're going to
mounts.
line these pins up with the holes in the mountings on the chassis. Okay?
Got it.
He's got to come down my side first. Okay, how you looking? There we go.
I'm in.
You're in. The bolts get fitted up, so he's all locked in securely. We've got all our gear mechanism. It's all fitted up there. We'll put the mounting on, so we then have all our gears as we need it.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Right, you might get your hands dirty here.
Absolutely. I actually used to do this, so let's give it a whirl. What do we got?
Right, we've got to kneel down. You need that on your knee to start with.
Okay.
And then
So this is the lower AR.
Yeah, that's the lower wishbone they call that.
Okay, the wishbone.
lower wishbone.
Here, pull.
Whoop, sorry.
So far, so good?
Yeah, and then you'll place your bolt through this one. Yeah, on the bottom.
Any particular one first?
You'll be doing this one first,
okay.
Look. So if you can tighten that up. Pretty good. You'll be taking over my job, I think. Offer that up inside.
Okay.
That's it.
Got it. Quite a few steps here.
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit to it.
How long does it take to do this whole process from the tub to a rolling chassis like we see out there?
It'll take 5 days and 5 hours. A week and 5 hours.
A week?
Of work.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your record?
Well, it's 5 days. Okay, that's it.
Got it.
We'll have that bolt underneath. Nut rather.
This little nut holds on the whole caliper, the brake, everything.
Yeah.
I've driven one of these cars at speed, and I can't believe that's it. Your work is very confidence-inspiring.
See when he
Guy
lines
spends
up.
a couple of bucks on the car, you don't want to take the paint off of the shock absorbers.
Oh no, we don't.
No, we don't.
That's it
So
then.
really, that's it. Now we have a whole suspension.
Yeah, that's all done now. Yeah. But I've got another job you can do.
Okay, so now we're doing a little bit of branding. The engines come in with valve covers that speak German. We want to make sure they speak English.
And you'll just pop them on, 1 hit, let it go, and then do it a second.
And this
You
thing
might
is going
need
to kick back on me?
No, no. You might
Okay,
need
it's
to.
not like a rifle.
No, no,
They're
no.
trying to kill me here.
It's not that bad.
And this goes in here. And
Yeah, once.
And now one more.
Yeah,
How about that?
that's beautiful, that is.
Okay, so what else can I do?
Well, there is one more job for you to do if you come over this way.
Oh, do I get to build the engine?
No, not the engine.
Not
no,
the engine.
this is better. This is just a matter of sweeping up now, sweeping all the mess up. So there you go, MotoMan.
I guess you got to start somewhere.
That's very good. Yeah.
Look at this, I'm a champion sweeper.
You missed a bit down here. Look, you missed a bit there.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Yes, sir.
Very good, MotoMan.
Yes, sir. Mark, tell us how long you've been with Morgan.
I've worked here about 34 years.
34 years.
Yeah.
So how did you come here?
My dad got me a job.
Really?
That's my dad there.
There he is. It seems to be like a tradition around here. Not only the car is traditional, but the people who build them.
Yeah. My brother works here also. He's worked here about 25 years.
Really?
My younger brother worked here for about 2 years, but he left. It's a very family-orientated place. All these chaps on here. His son still works here. His son still works here, and his son still works here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So now, what exactly do you do here?
I'm a sheet metal worker by trade, so I do the majority of the jobs in the shop, panelling. I do a lot of spares work for the older cars, the old petrol tanks and stuff like that. So yeah, a variety of jobs, most of the jobs in the shop.
Okay, speaking of petrol tanks or
Yeah.
gas tanks,
Yeah.
what can I do here? So I'm gonna line it up.
Yeah. Line it up with the bottom of the blade there.
Got it. How does that look?
That looks pretty good to me.
And then you lock it
Hold
in.
that down hard,
Hold it down,
so you keep up that hand and
and then it's
you
just
just push that gently over. And that's it, fantastic.
right there.
That's it, beautiful.
And let's see how it came out.
Okay,
What do you think?
that's absolutely fantastic.
American
Professional,
craftsmanship.
absolutely, yeah.
Now, were they using machines like this when your dad was working here?
Yeah, I think most of these machines, that one there was here when my dad was here. This small roller here, this has been here since day one, I think.
This looks like something you make your sausage with.
Okay.
And what did your dad do here?
He fitted the bumpers and all the wiring on the front. That
Yeah.
was his job. He did all that. Exhaust systems.
And how long did he work here?
52 years he worked here.
So between the two of you guys, you got 86 years
Yeah,
experience at Morgan.
with my brother, that's over 100 years, yeah.
Over 100
Yeah,
years.
over 100.
The company isn't even over 100 years old.
Just about 100 years
Just
old,
about.
isn't it? Yeah.
101.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But we
So
got
really,
more
you guys could teach Morgan a couple of things.
I don't know about that.
These are the boards we use for the wheel arch. We use three pieces of ash, quarter of an inch thick.
So everything is ash.
Everything is ash.
Got it.
Okay, they're quarter of an inch thick, which will make up a 3/4 of an inch wheel arch. All we do is we get our glue, we tip it onto the timber, and we cover the whole of the wheel arch from front to back, all the edges, just like wallpapering really. Just the edges are important as everything else.
It's like painting.
That's right, like so. So you only
So
need
you
to
sandwich
glue.
it together.
You only need to glue the one side of the board. The glue is that
Oh, that's
strong.
it?
That's it. Same again.
Okay. So painting the glue on times 2. So we just line it up, right?
That's it.
Does it have to be perfectly lined
No,
up?
no.
Close enough.
That's close enough.
Okay, I got it. I got
Okay.
3 pieces sandwiched together.
So that's glued now. That's ready now to be transformed into the jig. As I push round, if you just push down here, I think between us we'll be able to chuck it in.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
How can you
Okay.
put this in here without breaking? I guess you can.
There you go. Just push him down. There we go.
So how old are these jigs?
1952 this one was built.
Seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
1952, you've been making the same wheel arches with the same
The
jigs.
same jigs. Yeah.
That's not tradition, I don't know what is.
That's
Okay.
it. And just the top. There you go. That's fine.
I think we got it.
That's complete. That is now complete.
So now what do we do?
Leave it for an hour and a half and come back and take it back out again.
Okay, so why don't we take a break and we'll come back.
No worries.
Let's go.
They've cooked. They've been in an hour and a
cooked.
half. We call it
So
cooked.
we've cooked the wood.
We've cooked the timber. The glue's gone off. All we do now is release the bolts. We then release the jigs from the wheel arch,
Yeah.
which takes a little bit of prizing, and then it should, hopefully, just come out as a form wheel arch, and that's how it'll stay then for the rest of its working life.
Okay, hopefully I'm crossing my fingers. You know, I
Yeah,
glued
so-
these things my first time.
Yeah, so am I. There you go.
That was simple.
And then we go underneath there like so, and you just need to lift that upwards now as high as you can get it. There you go, that's it, you won't go any further. Hit it hard as you can, and it should release it.
I don't even hit that. That's terrible. This is why I'm not a sports guy. I'm a car guy, because I'm totally uncoordinated.
There you go.
Voila! Bent wood. And now for the ultimate Morgan test. This +4, made in 1956. This piece of ash, I bent this year. Both in the very same jig. So now, I put this together. You like my work?
It is pretty good, yeah.
I was able
Similar.
to bend wood. I never thought I'd ever in my life be able to bend wood. So what do we do with it now?
Now you have to cut it on the bandsaw down to size, ready to be fitted on a ply arch over
Really?
the corner, yeah.
Okay, you're really gonna have to show me how to do this because it's been a long time since I played with a bandsaw.
But first of all, you just got to cut the 90 degree,
Okay.
which is on the bottom. And then all the way down the line, but leaving the line in so you can clean it up afterwards.
So you give me the hard part.
Do you want to do?
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Oh God. I'm gonna try to go a little bit, this is gonna be tough. This is nerve-wracking, because I know how long it took to bend this wood. So how long does it take to actually build one of the bodies of these?
Bodies and doors, 13 hours in total we're allowed.
All right.
There you go, look.
Let's turn it off.
What's that then?
How did I do?
Very good.
It kind of looks like what it needs to look like. I didn't get exactly to the line.
Well, I'll clean that up in the voice after
It
anyway.
absolutely looks like an arch that goes on one of these cars.
Yeah, fit.
I want to put the back panel on a traditional car here. So
Right.
we got a panel. I want to get it on the wood frame. What do I do?
Before you put it on, to stop water or anything getting in, we have to put some mastic on it.
Okay.
Right, so if we just lie it on the bench,
So that's like a sealant.
yeah, it's basically the sealant.
It's like a spear gun. Okay, so just run it down the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, I got it. And we fit it kind of on the back.
Yeah, so if you stand in the middle,
Yeah.
hold it like that, inside, and then you got to put it on either end and slide it up.
Slide it up.
Slide it up.
Oh, I
and
see.
over.
It's already pre-bent.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. No. I'm on a... There we
that's
go.
it. And then squeeze it in with your hand. So it's over. That's it.
Wow, who would have aluminum and wood fits like a glove?
And just squeeze it down the gap. So make sure it's all in line and clamp it up tight. That's it.
I have to say, Blake, you certainly get a lot of aggressions out with this.
Yeah, it's
You know, if you
good
get in any
stress relief.
fights with girlfriends or anything like that, you come to work and it makes you right as rain.
Yeah.
So how did you come to Morgan?
Well, my dad works here. He's in the shop next door.
Really, your dad works
Yeah,
there?
and I'm pretty sure my dad's dad works here as well.
Wait a minute. So 3 generations
Yeah.
of Blake have been working at Morgan.
That's it.
Okay. Nailed, shaped on the side, fitted.
Yeah,
I think I've got it.
I think you have. That's it.
Blake, thank you very much for the
That's right,
lesson,
my
both
pleasure.
on the panel as well as a bit of the Morgan family. You guys aren't kidding about this business of light cars.
No.
Okay, so what do I do now?
Well, basically, it's just a question of, first of all, just cutting that little bit off there
Yeah.
with a hacksaw,
Okay.
and then, like I say, you slot it on, clamp it up, and slot it on. If you just let me get my hacksaw, I'll just take that bit off for you, and we'll be ready to go.
Okay, let's get the hacksaw. He didn't tell me it'd be cutting. I don't like the idea of cutting.
There we go. Good old-fashioned hand tools.
You guys have a lot of those in this place.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
We just slide the wing down slightly.
Okay.
Like that.
We're literally cutting metal. Oh, it's like scissors.
Yeah, well, they're tin snips. But yeah, they're a bigger version of like metal shears, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so the wing,
Excuse me, tin snips.
the wing is now ready to be put on the car.
Okay, so we pick it up.
Pick it up, yeah. First of all, just leaning on there like that,
Okay.
and then make sure it's all nice and back, the back like that. You get your clamp, slot it on. So then obviously it can't move.
Oh yeah.
But it still needs to go in more at the back.
Okay.
So what we do now, is slot it in there like so, and give it a bit of a bump, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
Well, you got a fancy one, even has a light.
Yeah. That is
Really,
it.
That's it.
That is it.
So you go through and you put one on each one of them black
Yeah,
marks.
yeah. The right hand side is
It's
now
starting
on.
to look like a Morgan now.
It's starting to look like a Morgan, yeah.
So moving on in the tin shop, I'm now with Paul, who looks a hell of a lot like John Candy. I'm sure people have told you that before.
Yes, very many times.
Either you're the reincarnation or you just decided to give up the comedy gig and start working on the Morgan cars.
That's what it is.
Exactly what it is. Great accent, by the way. Everything is big guns around here. You guys are all very military at Morgan. Does it matter which pattern here we use?
No, you can write your name, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so I can write my name.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so it's not the neatest writing you've ever seen.
You should have been a doctor.
There it
there.
is.
It's there.
Got my name.
Turn the panel over. We push the front in to the job. Press it down. What it does now, all that glue will spread out
Yeah.
so that it's covering all of that surface.
Hopefully I put enough glue in there.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, Paul, so now we've got some of these clamps in place. What exactly do these do?
To just allow everything to be put into position and for the glue to go off so that it's all clamped down. There's no air pockets being
Okay.
allowed underneath here.
Okay.
And it's all in the right position.
Okay.
Ready for the next stage of assembly.
And how long do we let this sit here?
It's about 20 minutes. And the roofs are all clinched up to make a complete form. This is the two panels when they're joined together. We assemble the two rear clips into it. That allows us then to fit the roof completely.
Well, Paul, thank you very much for giving us an idea of how the roof works.
You're very welcome, MotoMan.
Coming up on MotoMan, we go back to Malvern Link and see a full car take shape.
My mum will see this.
So here we are in the Midlands of the UK, Malvern Link, and who would have thunk it, we found Lady Gaga's biggest fan, Nigel. I have to say, this is very therapeutic. Now, I see a problem. The problem is, I hit the camera with wood. I can't, how old are you?
7, I just turned 18.
Just turned 18. He has to teach me how to use a nail gun.
That cannot.
Now we are not leapfrogging forward. We're leapfrogging forward. Yeah, maybe it's that very West London
I don't
accent
think
of
Bill
mine.
Ford wouldn't be very happy to hear that.
Yeah, you'd be like, that bastard! I gave him this technology,
leapfrogging
screw
Ford."
him!
Well, we get the drill.
Okay,
No, the one
oh, the
inside.
big drill.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get the big drill.
that's a screwdriver.
No, well, it's a
You
screwdriver.
asked me to pick up a drill, I pick up a screwdriver.
It's a screwdriver drill. It's an easy mistake to make.